महत्त्वपूर्ण र समसामयिक विषयमाथि विश्लेषण र टिप्पणी। Namaste and welcome to the Deshsanchar 0 Hour program. In this inaugural program in English, we are going to bring to the public and the nation the plight that a Nepali student aspiring for higher education faced in United Kingdom, the country supposed to be mother of democracy and which practices democracy in all its form, with accountability, with answerability, and with utmost respect for human rights of the citizen of that country and the people visiting that country. But unfortunately, Sulav Khadka, a Nepali student, didn't get that minimum courtesy or privilege. He was detained for 12 days by the border security officers there, who interrogated him at the Manchester airport. All these questions and grilling were regarding his financial status, whether he was genuinely a student approved by the university, that is York St. John University, where he had been admitted. He had got all the papers, but he was asked about how much money he had paid, whether he can narrate before the security officer about the course he was going to undertake. And the officer concerned found discrepancies in his answer and rejected his plea. He was detained and asked to go back to his country, that is Nepal, and he was not even given a chance to contact his university. That 12 days ordeal and the humiliation he went through, denial of a future, and also total rejection of the papers, which was also a kind of contract or understanding between university and student, were rejected by the border of security officer. They were basically immigration authorities. The university, when Guardian newspaper broke the story, and when they contacted the officer concerned or the department concerned, all that they said was that in their judgment was, like he didn't have adequate papers to get to the university and enroll. The university, on the other hand, exhibited its helplessness. It said that they are willing to pay for return journey and his accommodation till the time he comes back, returns to his country, but he has to wait till the next session. In a way, the university unilaterally breached the agreement that the student had. With Sulav's case, what is the message we get? We believe that there are academic institutions in Europe, America, with high qualities, and that the Nepalese students go there and their parents, their families support them despite like the fact that the expenses for the education is much more than they can afford to. But then universities cancelling this agreement in this manner sends across a message to the prospective students to this country that should think very carefully about the treatment they might face at the airport before the immigration authorities, and also the prospect that the universities can unilaterally terminate their contract. That will mean like suffering huge financial loss and loss of time. But this is also a challenge for the government of Nepal. How is it going to deal with the humiliation a Nepali student or many Nepali students might be facing abroad? They are basically denial of human rights and denial of the facilities and rights promised to the students institutionally. One reason that probably could be the loss of status that Nepal passport faces at international airports in different countries, but this is time that the government of Nepal must not hesitate to take up with the British government, British embassy here, the concern, and Sulav Khadka and prospect Nepalese students are entitled to get kind of satisfactory answer and kind of compensation for the injustice that Sulav Khadka has suffered. We'll be watching this incident as it progresses further and come back to you. But at the moment, we expect Nepal government to act and act with honesty, sincerity, and so that students going abroad for higher education in future, they don't leave their country half-heartedly, whether I'll be treated properly by the university, by the immigration authorities, and by the government of the destination country. Thank you. As promised, we'll be keeping a watch on this subject. And bye for now. We'll be, since this is an inaugural program in English, we'll be coming with more episodes, more events, and more issues relating to the current affairs, topical issues of our interest. Thank you and bye. Namaste. महत्त्वपूर्ण र समसामयिक विषयमाथि विश्लेषण र टिप्पणी।